Here's how the GOP is defunding Medicaid. They're not going directly at Medicaid. They're doing it the same way that they're trying to defund Social Security. They basically are cutting all of the services that are out there. So the sad part about that is that here are some of the things they're doing. They got committees that are over Medicaid, and in those committees, they're going to defund their budget. So they're not saying, oh, we're going to defund Medicaid. No, they're saying we're going to defund the committee. And the committee, if they don't have the money, has to find a way to pull it together. Well, how are you going to find $880 billion? The answer, you do not find that. And now they're ticked off because how dare MAGA people and red blooded people be mad about getting their Medicaid, defunded. Think about it like this. Here is Al Green, Representative Al Green, Democrat out of Texas, the one who stood up, the black guy who stood up. And what was he saying? He was saying you do not have a mandate to take Medicaid. He wasn't talking about DEI. He wasn't talking about Black Lives Matter. He wasn't talking about the way women were treated. He wasn't talking about minority services. He wasn't talking about civil rights. He was talking about human rights. He was talking about Medicaid, because 1 out of every 5 people in America use Medicaid. 20% of our nation uses Medicaid. So how many people do we have in here? 350 million? You're going to cut 70 million people's Medicaid for what? So that you can save money. Well, we're saving money on the budget. If we're saving money on the budget, then why do you have a $4.5 trillion tax cut for the wealthiest people in this country? If you're saving money. The audacity of the GOP that they look you in the face with no hesitation, knowing that the very people who put them in power, foolishly so, put them in power thinking they were going to do for them, and they didn't do for them. But this has been repeated lies. The same thing Trump is coming with is the same game he had in 2020, the same game he had in 2016. I understood 2016. I'm speaking from 30 years marketing branding. I understand 2016. But I sort of understood 2020. But 2024 didn't make sense. I won't even get into the math, not math, and blah, 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 the election, fraud, blah, blah. I'll just go with some simple things. If you hurt the people in your own constituency, you are destroying yourself. You're letting this man who has his last term in an end game, who's a lame duck president, destroy your own opportunity as the GOP. And I don't know where in the world they got the audacity to do that. Hey, listen, subscribe to my channel. I'm talking about 3 things, especially on YouTube, Darren Monroe Politics. I say all sorts of things, but that I can't say anywhere else. But the 3 things I talk about is what they're doing, what we're actually doing to fight back, and who's winning, who's fighting with us. That's the biggest thing, because we're not losing. We've had 28 judgments from federal judges, appeal judges, to even the Supreme Court, and we've won 27 of them. We're winning. Follow me for more. Darren Monroe Politics.